Happy Sunday! Welcome. This is a bit of a test, as you could probably tell there. So we're going to see how this works. I don't think I've ever live streamed from a GoPro before. Welcome. This is a bit of a test. As you I have to mute myself. There, I've muted myself. So now I can't hear myself on my live stream. But anyway, it looks like there's a couple people out here. What I really want to know is how this is working. You know, is it working? I don't know. It was windy outside, as you guys can see there. So Automan Dan says, hey Dan, how is this working? Like I said, I don't think I've ever live streamed from a GoPro before, and I'm on a GoPro, so it's kind of a new thing. I hope you're having a good Sunday. I'm having a good Sunday. It's a tad wee bit hot here, but we had a storm go through and it kind of cooled things down a little bit. Let's see. I'm not sure how far I can go away from my phone. What is it out here? It's 85 degrees and the humidity is not so bad, 62% right now. So that's better than 70 or 80, I suppose. All right, walking back to the phone here to see Rich Smith says works good. Awesome. Automan Dan, pretty good so far. Cool. I'm curious. I want to see how far away I guess I can go before it actually dies. I'll do that in a few minutes just in case it kills the stream. I don't want to kill it just yet. But anyway, it is a Sunday here in lovely South Texas. We had a ton of rain yesterday. Let you guys see out here what I can see. Of course, the Jeep is basking in the sunshine today. It is quite bright out here, actually. I will tell you, I didn't have any more water issues, and this was the biggest rain I think we've had so far. It poured for like 2 hours here yesterday, and I checked it a little while ago. Nothing leaked, so that was awesome. Let me walk back over here. The problem with doing it this way is I can't see any comments or anything. I have to be near the phone. Let's see. Derek Wax. Hey Rob, greetings from Canada. How you doing, Derek? Welcome. Automan Dan, Sunday going good so far. I'm at Walmart getting my oil changed. Awesome. I did that the other day at the Tacoma dealer. Look, Klondike. Howdy. Rob, how you doing there, buddy? Automan Dan, Nampa, Idaho, 88 degrees, dry heat, yuck. Well, I think I'd rather have dry heat than humid. Well, maybe a little humidity, I don't know. I don't really mind the humidity too much, so it doesn't really kill me. I know a lot of people hate it, but it's not too bad. Anyway, let's, I should put my sunglasses on. You guys can probably hear the birds. We've got lots of birds here, that's for sure. I heard a palm frond fall down a little while ago. You guys can see up there, those are gonna come down, and I think that tree over there is dead. This one appears to be alive still, I think, so we shall see. But lots of damage from, of course, the cold that we had come through here. You can see up here, these are all brown. Although most of these are coming back, probably not that one. And then these little ones here are fading away. Let's take a look at the birds. These are martins and sparrows up there in that thing. For you bird lovers out there. Got some new flowers over there. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, wasn't gonna turn this into a nature walk. I'm not sure how the wind is buffeting on the camera, so I suppose I should probably get back in the garage. But it's so nice out here, if you like heat. There, we'll get back in here where it's a little bit quieter, I think. All right, get back over to the phone. Automan Dan, I'm not looking forward to summer, too hot, too quick. Yeah, if you don't like heat, I mean, again, I don't really mind, so. Derek Wax, only 71 degrees Fahrenheit here in Toronto. I've been to Toronto. I've been there twice, actually. I don't remember when it was. Must have been during summer, because I don't remember it being, maybe it was spring. I don't remember it being too cold, so must have been spring, I think. And I didn't run into any kind of snow or anything. Not that it always snows in Canada, but certainly more than it does here. We have some parts. This isn't Jeep related, but I've got something over here that's going to be coming up for the Tacoma. A new mod, something that I didn't think I was going to do, but I decided, what the heck, I'm going to go ahead and do it because I think it'll look pretty cool on the Tacoma. We shall see. As far as the Gladiator goes, got a couple of things there. I'm trying to figure out, I'll show you guys. I've got some tow hooks, these that came off of Randall's Mojave, and I'm looking to paint these forest green. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I like the texturing on here, and they look a little bit better than what's on the Gladiator now as far as I guess the quality of the dye or whatever they use to come up with the hooks themselves. These look a lot better. It's just a bolt-on application. The only problem is I actually have to take the bumper off to put them on. That's kind of a drag, but it'll give me an opportunity to take the skid plate off. Not the skid plate, the winch plate that I have down there. You can see it in between. Right there is a winch plate. A lot of weight to that thing, so I think I'm looking at removing that. And then this, of course, is where the tow hooks would go. And you can just see the ones that I have are a little bit better. The shaping on these is just a little bit off. There's just a little bit of pitting in them. I mean, they're not horrible, and I'm being picky, but I don't know. I just think the other ones would look good. And like I said, it'll give me an opportunity to go ahead and remove that winch plate, which should reduce the weight. Well, it will reduce the weight in the front a little bit. Not that it's going to make the truck quicker or anything crazy like that, or I'm going to get like hyper mileage out of doing it, but you know. Derek says, Automan Dan, Derek, I'll trade you. You can have my 88 and I'll take your 71. Yeah, I'm sure. I'll take the heat. You know, in not too long, it's going to be, I think somewhere in the hundreds here. Usually low hundreds. I mean, yeah, hundreds of 100. I think the most it's gotten up to since I've lived here, probably 106 degrees, something like that, which was hot. But, you know, Derek says, LOL, this weather is beautiful today. Good looking rig, Rob. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's go back out. We'll take a look around. It's been sitting outside. Haven't had it up here on the lift for a little while. So it does get dirty, but I gotta say, white is by far the best color you can have to hide dirt. I mean, it's probably filthy dirty right now. You guys can tell. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but you can see like here where the dirt runs down that collects around the edges of everything. Here, even on the antenna here. Make sure that's tight. Yeah, it runs down. So you get a lot of dirt that you can't really see too well. Of course, the birds love it. They like to add to it. The tonneau cover, you can see it's got some dirt on it. And the whole back of the tailgate where the water runs down. Of course, it's going to pick up the dirt that's on the tailgate and run down the back, right? Over here, not too bad. Again, the birds, they like it. Love this green emblem on the side here, man. This thing came out so well. I am so impressed. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back, even though it was purely luck in the way that it came out. I certainly didn't intend it to, but for some crazy reason, the green didn't fill in the black areas on the badge, and it came out really, really well. Let's see. Let me look at the comments here. Charlie says, should I get a JL or a JLU? Well, it depends on what you want. I don't know. I would go with a JT myself, if you're asking me. That's the Gladiator, of course. Automan Dan, those two hooks look big and beefy. Definitely something to have when you need to tow someone or you need to be towed. Oh, for sure. I don't ever plan on getting into a situation where I need to be towed. You know, when that happens, that's a mistake on the driver's part, right? And I love how all the off-road guys get on here and say, oh yeah, I had to use it, I had to be towed out of. Well, if you had to be towed out of somewhere, it's because you made a mistake, man. I mean, you should never need to be towed, right? I mean, if you do everything the way you're supposed to and you use caution, you should never need tow hooks. I don't know, easy to say, right? The random paint, thoughts on Stingray? I love Stingray. It's probably one of the top 3 colors for me. If I could have gotten Stingray originally, I would have. I like that color a lot. Automan Dan says, Rob, ever considered a winch for the Gladiator? Just curious. Dan, you need to watch today's video. The random paint, Automan Dan, he just made a video about that today. Exactly, right. So that will answer your question as to how I feel about winches. And I'm just not going to say any more because you got to watch the video, right? Now, the other thing I'm looking at doing with the Gladiator, down here on the floor, right underneath the workbench here, you'll see a skid plate right there. That is the skid plate, of course, that came off of Randall's Jeep Gladiator Mojave. And the plan was to put that on my Jeep because he didn't need it anymore for his. So that's what I was going to do. But when I came out here and did a test fit, it kind of hits. The brackets don't line up right on the sides. They have brackets you put on, and it hits the front part of the bumper there. So I would have to actually trim all down the front part of that bumper underneath if I wanted to fit that skid plate under there. And the problem is, I don't know if I want to put that skid plate on there bad enough to do that. I don't really have the tools. I could get the tool, but I'm not really set up to do that. But a part of me wants to have it on. I would have to paint it too, of course, so I don't know. The random paint, thanks Rob. Well, you're quite welcome. It's just the way I feel about it. It's pretty cool. Automatic Dan says, really, I'll need to check it out. Some of Rob's videos haven't been coming on my alerts. Well, that's a bummer. You need to turn the alarm or the alert bell off and then turn it back on. I've heard of people having that trouble in the past with other channels. So if you do that, hopefully it'll fix it. And then you'll get all of the alerts, because that would be awesome, right? I don't know. So those are the plans, the short-term plans that I have for the Gladiator. We'll see how what comes up. I don't know. There's always something to do, of course, and I have to decide what bigger things I want to do next. We shall see. I don't know. I think that's about all I have. I really got on here today kind of just to do a test to see how this works out. And so far, I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. Oh, one other thing I want to ask you guys is, how is the volume coming through? I mean, can you hear me okay? Because I'm actually broadcasting through the microphone on the GoPro. So how is that? Can you hear everything I'm saying? Is it coming through clearly? I'd be curious to know about that as well. Let's see. Randall Upton. Hey, trim the skid plate. If you need a grinder, can bring one over. Hey, that's a great idea. If you wouldn't mind, why don't you bring that sucker over when you come this week? That would be cool, Randall. Why I didn't think of trimming the plate itself? I don't know. I don't know. Why am I thinking of ripping the bumper up when I could just trim the edge of the skid plate? Duh. I don't know. It's Sunday. What can I say, man? Our man Dan says, Rob, I would only put the skid plate on if you plan on off-roading. You never know what I'm going to do, Dan. I don't really make lifelong plans, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm never going to go off-roading, because that's certainly not true. So you never know. Better to be prepared. Better to be safe than sorry. That's what I say. Let's see. Automan Dan says the volume is good. Randall says volume is fine. Steve Beck says volume good. John Bailey says volume is good. Hey John, how you doing, buddy? The random paint. That's pretty good for a GoPro. Whoa. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think it seems to be working well. I'll watch it back once I finish up here just to see. But of course I'll have to leave a thumbs up and a like and send myself a super chat, you know, all that stuff that, you know, you have to do for yourself. But that's good. That's good to know. I may try to use it on the other channel, on the Rob Motive channel. We'll see. I like the flexibility of being able to walk around and not have to be stationary because on that channel, you know, excuse me, doing a live stream for an hour of just standing in one spot gets to be a little painful if you don't move around a bit, you know? I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I just wanted to get on here, kind of say hey, do a little bit of a test, a little bit of an update with the Jeep Gladiator, see how y'all are doing on a Sunday. Sounds like everybody's doing good. And wish you all well tomorrow when you go back to that 9 to 5. I'll be working my 8 to midnight. I don't know, every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That's how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to click off. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time on the web. Bye. Of course, I have to figure out how to